On today's lesson, we are asked to find angles A, B, and angle C. Look closely. If this is what you can do, comment your answers in the comment section. If not, let's get into it. Let's see what we are given. We are given an exterior angle 213 degrees and an interior angle A, which we are asked to find. We also have an interior angle 28 degrees. We don't know what B is, we don't know what C is, and we still do not know what our A is. We'll begin by starting from what we know to the angles we are yet to know. There's a geometric rule that says that if you have a straight line and you have an angle that starts from one point to another point, just like this, on one part of that straight line, that angle is angle 180 degrees. But if you start from the same point again and make a complete revolution until you get to where you started, the angle you covered is angle 360 degrees. We call this angle on a point. So what this means from our question is that if we start from this angle and move until we return to this very point where we started, the total angle covered should be 360 degrees. The sum of this exterior angle 213, interior angle 28, and the unknown angle A, their sum should give us 360 degrees. Therefore, angle 213 degrees plus angle 28 degrees plus angle A should give us 360 degrees. 213 plus 28 will give us 241 plus A equal to 360 degrees. Mind you, the reason for this is angles at a point sum up to 360 degrees. So from here, the next step we'll do is to subtract 241 from both sides of this equation. So to do this, we have 241 minus 241 plus A equal to 360 minus 241. 241 minus 241 will give us 0. We'll be left with just A. So we now have A equal to 360 minus 241 will give us 119 degrees. This means that our angle A is 119 degrees. So let's now reflect our value for A in the diagram. Angle A, which is this angle, will now be 119 degrees. So let's be sure that we have the right answer. Let's sum these whole angles and see if we can get 360 degrees. So we have 213 plus 119 plus 28. Will this give us 360 degrees? The value is actually 360 degrees. Now let's find the next angle, angle B. In order to find angle B, there is a rule that will guide us. That rule is, if you have a figure that has an angle x degree and y degree, if these two angles form a C shape and are interior and opposite, we call such angle co-interior angles. Another way to see this is that co-interior angles are also supplementary angles. And what do we mean by supplementary angles? These are angles that their sum add up to 180 degrees. So if we look at our original question, we can ask ourselves, which angles are co-interior here? I said that the angles that form a C shape and are interior and opposite are co-interior angles. The ones that we can see that from here down to here, from here down to here, and also down to here form a C shape. So this angle and this angle are supplementary. So and they will add up to 180 degrees. So this means that angle 119 degrees plus angle B should give us 180 degrees. Our reason is that they are co-interior angles. So to find B, we need to subtract 119 from both sides of the equation. 119 minus 119 plus B should give us 180 minus 119. 119 minus 119 is 0. We are left with just B equal to 180 minus 119 will give us 61 degrees. That means that our B is 61 degrees. So our angle B is 61 degrees. So let's reflect it well. 61 degrees. So we now need to find angle C. From what we know from this question, we know that we have two parallel lines. We have one parallel line here that is also parallel to this line. We also have that this line is parallel to this line. How do we know this? Because of the markings. This one has double marking. It shows that it is in parallel with this one that has double marking. Also, this one has single marking. It shows that it is in parallel with this one that has single marking also. To find angle C, there is a rule that will guide us. If you have a figure that is in Z shape, this rule states that if here is angle A, here should be angle A. If the angles form a Z shape and if this line is parallel to this line, that the angles they form here and here will be equal. Reason is that they are alternate. So alternate angles are equal and they are Z-shaped angles. From what we can see that this line and this line with this line form a Z shape. And we can see that this line and this line are parallel. That means that this very angle should be equal to this very angle. Reason, alternate angles are equal. Therefore, angle C is the same thing as angle 61. Our reason is still they are alternate, so they should be equal. So final conclusion, we have that our angle A is equal to 119 degrees, our angle B is 61 degrees, and our angle C is still 61 degrees. If you have any question or any contribution of a better way we can solve or tackle such questions, please drop that in the comment section. Also, thank you very much for learning with me today. If you enjoyed this episode, like this video. If you have not subscribed yet, kindly subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification so that you'll be notified when our next lesson drops. See you on the next one.